Hi there, Russ Douglas 222 again. Just trying to make sure my handy hands-free FX Wildcat doesn't foul my microphone, so you can all hear what I'm saying. Hope you're well. This is another kit review for EagleVisionCam kit for Masood. Thanks very much, Masood. He sent me a bunch of stuff just prior to lockdown, and this innocuous looking bag of goodies. Awesome accessories for the Wildcat. If I step a bit closer, you'll see, hopefully, you'll see a fairly typical 3D printed triple magazine holder. An awful lot of us FX Wildcat owners have got these. I normally wear my rifle like this against my chest, hands-free for crutches and for trigger sticks while out and about on my permissions. And I've not lost any magazines yet, but I always wear it facing down with the right hand side out. If I show you here, so that the cocking handle doesn't snag on my clothing. Now I have once or twice heard a magazine go ping, and yep, like that. And I've seen once or twice a magazine roll across the farmyard away from me. I've not lost any, fortunately. Those of us who wear our rifles this way, seeing as we have them against our chest with the cocking lever on the right pointing outwards, where's an ideal point to hang some spare magazines? So here's a pretty standard triple mag holder, and as I showed you, if it presses against your chest, then you can lose the magazines. FX Wildcat magazines are pretty standard items with a sprung ball detente from both sides, and in the 177 version at least, you've got 8 notches to help assist turning it. All you can really do as an owner is maybe put a blob of red paint or white paint on one chamber of the magazine, and you know when you're almost out of shots when you're rotating it. So, how have EagleVisionCam improved on something relatively simple like the FX Wildcat magazine? Well, here's an EagleVisionCam offering. Straight away, you see the magazine. It's got the EagleVisionCam branding. www.eaglevisioncam.com. FXW177, made in England, and you'll see it's also numbered chambers. We've got a visible O-ring retention system for the pellets, and very generous, as I'm rapidly learning that EagleVisionCam regularly are, there's 4 spare O-rings with each magazine. Brilliant. You can buy the magazines 1, 2, 3 or 4. Basically, the more you order, the greater the discount. Also available, magazine holders that fit on the side of the Wildcat scope rail. I'll show you that in a second. Again, these are available in 1, 2, 3 or 4 number at a time, and the more you order, the bigger the discount. Nice one. Before I forget, I thought I'd bring you the facts and figures. So these are my pellet scales from Amazon on grams. Standard empty FX Wildcat magazine weighs 11.5 grams. One of the new EVC 8-shot 177 Wildcat magazines is 11.2 grams and fully loaded with 8.44 grain JSPs, 15.6 grams. The complete kit, which is the EVC bracket, screw, washer and EVC magazine, 31.5 grams. 4 of those, 125 grams or thereabouts, and the maximum weight would be 8 of them fully loaded, 35.9 grams. 8 of those, that's about 280 grams by my reckoning. Very reasonable indeed. Here's the dovetail rail off my FX Wildcat. You see the slots here? these 4 slots are how the EVC magazine holders connect. You've got a bit of play in where they go. So you've got a cone-shaped washer here, and I pop the long skinny Allen bolt on the end of the Allen key, and then eyeball through here, and then in no time at all, a couple of turns. So then you've got a bit of play as to where you want to fasten it. You just nip it up when it's in position, and there we have the magazine holder, nice and positive with a dimple at the back, and there's the magazine holder ready to use. One other observation, you can actually have another one connected on the other side. So you could have 8 of these EVC holders on your rifle at once. So you'd have 8 magazines in 177. That gives you 64 shots within arm's reach. It's pretty cool. You can see I've attached all 4 magazine holders to the rail. There's a slight dimple in the back of the holder, and each magazine clicks quite positively into place. But I discovered there's only 5mm of gap in between the back of the magazine holder and the edge of the Picatinny rail, and that's not quite enough for the slightly chunky prototype PAR 88 adjustable mount that I have from KevGun. So KevGun's very kindly agreed to shave a few millimeters off that, and in the meantime just going to show you this setup with the original PAR 88 mount fitted. So here you can see, leaving all 4 magazine holders in place, I was able to fit my PAR 88 LRF with the original PAR mount without having to take off any of the magazine holders. So that's the result. With all 4 magazine holders in place, there's a slight reduced clearance at the rearmost magazine to insert it, but as you can see, I was able to do that quite easily. Excellent. I've taken off one of the EVC mag holders on the right, and I've popped it on staggered to show you how you can fit 2 per slot, 1 on each side. So with the PAR 88 LRF bracket, I could pop another mag holder here and perhaps one at the end here, but I wouldn't be able to use all 4 slots on the left side because of the 88 LRF's 2 capstan headed bolts that fasten on the Picatinny mounting bracket. But I could certainly have at least 6 of these magazines on. If you use a different scope to the PAR, you could almost certainly get 8 Wildcat magazines lined up. I'll just show you how these look when you're wearing the rifle. I wear this around my neck, hands free for the rather essential crutches. So right now I've got, see if I can stand here without falling over, show you, I've got 3 magazines on the right hand side, and just for demonstration purposes I've put one of the holders on the left. There's no way that my clothes are going to sort of knock any of these magazines out. The EagleVisionCam, the brackets are nicely sturdy, so you can potentially carry 4 magazines on the right, 4 on the left. Great idea, and they are right beside your hand where you're cocking the rifle, and you just have to feel your way back for the slot where to put the magazine in each time. But great bit of kit, and I do really like, not trying to strangle myself, I do really like the way they look on the rifle. So Top Marks Masood, another great design, a cracking idea, and a great bit of kit, great accessory. Okay, loading wise, pellets press into the mags easily, and that's flush. Yep, I can feel each pellet pushing in past the O-ring, so that's the O-ring doing its job. No extra effort, and that's 8 very uniformly seated pellets. 4 nicely evenly seated magazines worth of pellets. Okay, just for comparison, I've got standard Wildcat mags. I'm going to fire each of them into a target at 1 meter. Just a carpet tile filled backstop. Safety first as always. Just want to hopefully show you how well these things cycle compared to each other. So conclusions wise, the EagleVisionCam FX Wildcat magazine holders, well designed as always, well manufactured, very well finished, and everything performs flawlessly. You can count your shots down as the magazine rotates, so you know when to reload. Oh, and as you saw, you can also put up to 8 magazines on, depending on what scope you're using. Excellent stuff. Lots more reviews coming very soon, and a little bird has tipped me off that EagleVisionCam might just have their own fully adjustable mount on the way for the PARD 008 and 008 LRF. Watch this space.